As soon as he took his first steps in the tunnel, the gigantic stone door closed behind him. The light from the candle bounced down the narrow stone passageway while he searched for some clue that would lead him to the shaman. When he pointed his tenuous light at the ground, Teku thought he could make out the footprints of Wakcha and his captors. He was slowly bending down to study them, when suddenly he noticed that several dark forms were emerging from between the rocks. It was a trap. When he stood up, Teku received a sharp blow to the head, and he saw no more. Teku, open your eyes. Come on, wake up. Teku sat up slowly. He felt as if his head was about to explode. Up here, by the light of the gods. I didn't think you survived the attack on the village. How did you manage to get here? I was starting to think all was lost. Despite being locked in those cages, master and apprentice couldn't hide their joy at finding one another. Teku told the shaman how some people had managed to survive the fire. He spoke of his adventure in the marshes, of how the monkeys had carried him in flight through the trees. Wakcha was astonished by what his apprentice was telling him. They talked about this for a long time. Then Teku asked about the strange creature they all worshipped in the painting on the wall of the cavern. His master's expression suddenly turned serious, as if it was something he would have preferred never to have to speak about. It all started long before your birth. As you know, our ancestors were born after the fourth destruction of the world. Since then, we've populated the earth and tried to honor the gods, whose wrath could bring on another cataclysm. Living in harmony and respecting this world should be our very nature, no? But there is something inside us, a dark corner inherited from the primeval night, that makes us place greed and power before all the good we might create. The confrontations between tribes started up again, and fire, once a symbol of wisdom and a sacred gift from the creators, began to be used for destruction. We seemed doomed to repeat our fate. But this time we weren't alone. After the first eons, a creature of great power rose up in the mountains. A gigantic being with the face of a bird, full of wisdom and light. It showed us how to rebuild the cities and recall the teachings the ancients had forgotten. The tribes called him Tezca. It's the same creature you saw in that painting. But the monster Teku had seen in the painting was terrifying. More like a tyrant than a wise leader. His deep, almond-shaped eyes reflected insanity. Seeing his apprentice so confused, Wakcha continued with his story. For a time, under the teachings of Tezca, the ancients were able to prosper. Until, little by little, they started to worship him as a god. Then some of them started to perform sacrifices in his honor to gain his favor and attention. In this new situation, the tribes became divided. Some started to capture prisoners from other villages to offer up in sacrifice to Tezca. Others abandoned their homes in search of some place far from all that madness. Our ancestors even dared to cross the sea. But that night, we met up with our past again. There was something in that story Teku couldn't understand. As he was telling it, the shaman vacillated, as if he were hiding something. Why would a creature as wise and good as the one Yaka was describing allow itself to be seduced by terrible sacrifices? Nevertheless, before he could ask, the conversation was cut short.
Aber gute Frage.
Hanging from the belt of the warrior, Teku could see a bunch of keys. These could be the keys to the cells. Now, he had to put his mind to getting them and escaping.
Ja, was ich auch gerne machen würde, ne? Aber sehr interessante Geschichte. Also es ist wirklich fragwürdig, ob da so viel Wahres dran ist. Okay, wir dürfen nicht einfach so am... Ah ja, okay, den Faden müssen wir definitiv. Haben wir da noch irgendwas? Mehr können wir erstmal nicht machen. Und ich brauche den Faden wahrscheinlich. Okay. Den Faden holen, wenn der Alarmmeister ja nicht hinguckt. Die jetzt. Eingesteckt. Und was haben wir jetzt hier? Ein feines Seil. Ein Stück Schnur. Kurz und übel riechend, aber es könnte wohl bei der Flucht aus dem Käfig helfen. Okay. Da rechts ist ja ein Haken irgendwie. Das heißt, den werde ich da aus der Vase rausziehen müssen. Machen Lasso, los. Ja, vor allem ist das jetzt auf einmal so leise ging, ja. Fällt doch überhaupt nicht auf, ja. Jetzt noch sonst irgendwas machen? Ich glaube nicht, ja. Ah ja. Gut abgelenkt. Halt, den Schlüssel will ich erstmal wissen, was der ist. Käfigschlüssel. Dank Yaka hatte Teku jetzt die Schlüssel. Die Schlüssel ist so eigentlich nur einer, aber gut. Es gab keine Zeit zu verlieren. Er musste aus diesem Käfig ausbrechen, um dem Schamanen helfen zu entkommen. Ganz leise, ganz leise. Ja. Wahrscheinlich auf den Käfig springen oder so. Ja, durchschneiden ist mir klar, aber... Nee, halt. Will ich hier vielleicht nochmal hochspringen? Schwierig, schwierig. Ich gucke mal. Hier kann ich nichts machen. Nein, ich will doch den Schlüssel. Doing. War jetzt so komplett nicht geplant, aber okay. So kommen wir nicht runter. Okay.
Quick, Teku, climb up here. Get back.
Autschen. Oh, jetzt ist er wieder entführt worden. Ach, ist das schwierig. Wir haben ja bisher noch gar kein Licht, ne? Das hätte ich schon jetzt zum Beispiel von hier ein Gigant genommen, aber okay. Ja. Also wir müssen anscheinend auf irgendwas reiten. Gefühlt.
The mask seemed to fit perfectly onto the stone figure.
Yay! Ja, und das? Ein Bug? Ja, ein Bug. Och nö. Na gut.
Hanging from the belt of the warrior, Teku could see a bunch of keys. These could be the keys to the cells. Now, he had to put his mind to getting them and escaping.
Ja, komm. Will ich auch gerne. Wir wissen jetzt, wie es geht, ne? Ach komm. Schneller. Schneller. Dass der auch so lange braucht, die Pfeife. Jetzt müssen wir wieder warten wegen dem da. Wobei das wahrscheinlich zeitlich jetzt wieder komplett gereicht hätte. Yep. Und dass das so nicht auffällt mit dem Schlüssel, ne? Zu zeitig, scheiße. Okay, das kann also auch passieren. Wir dürfen also erst anfangen zu schnibbeln, wenn der da angeschissen kommt. Ja gut, so kriegt man halt nochmal die ganzen Fehler mit, ne? Na los. Zack.
Quick, Teku, climb up here. Get back! Wow!